Tell you a little story. When I was younger, young and dumb, I used to do this effect that I'd go up and ask somebody for a dollar bill, and I'd change that dollar bill into $100 bill, and then I'd give it back to them. Everybody I did that trick for loved it. I mean, I was building quite a reputation for myself. Well, I say everybody loved it. I exaggerate a little bit. There was this one guy I showed it to. He worked for the Federal Reserve, and he wasn't too keen on it. Now he looked at me straight face, stone face, didn't even crack a smile, and he said, "Son, what you're doing right there, we consider counterfeiting. And if you keep doing that," he said, "we're going to have to arrest you, we'll try you, and most likely, most definitely, you will end up going to federal prison." Now, I didn't want to go to federal prison, and luckily he didn't arrest me that day. It was just a hand slap and a verbal cease and desist order. But from that day on, he made my life just misery. Because I'd have people who'd heard about me doing this, they come up and say, "Hey, you took my friend's dollar and changed it into 100. Would you do it for me?" And I'd have to tell them no. And they'd be disappointed. Or I would do it for them, and then the guy from the Federal Reserve would be disappointed, and I'd run the risk of going to federal prison. So it was lose-lose, no matter how I went. And I hated being in that position. So being a magician, I had to figure a way to get out of it, and I developed a workaround. And that's what I'd like to show you here. Here I have $1, $2, $3, $4, okay? Now, in the old days, this is what I would take these $4 bills here, and I would change these into $100 bills. This is the part I couldn't do anymore because the Federal Reserve would throw me in federal prison. So my workaround is this. I take the ones, and I change them into 100, 200, 300, 400, but not American dollars. These are Ecuadorian sucres. You see that? That's the workaround. U.S. government doesn't care what I do with Ecuador's money. I could do that all day long if I wanted, but just because I can, tell me, do you think I should? Well, that's what you need to know. What is the exchange rate of Ecuadorian sucres to American money? I had no idea. I was just trying to stay out of federal prison, but I did get online and check it out. Come to find out, 100 Ecuadorian sucres in American money, 100 Ecuadorian sucres is only worth about 1/4 of an American dollar. That's it. So if you were paying attention, you saw that I had 4 $1 bills, and I changed that into 400 Ecuadorian sucres. Well, that is the exchange rate. It takes 400 Ecuadorian sucres to equal in American money just $1 US. Now see, nowadays when I do this trick, I lose $3, but I don't go to federal prison, and trust me, you can't hire a good lawyer for $3. So it still kind of works out. Not as good as the old days, but there you have it. That's my workaround.